This is breaking news.
This is Jim Smith in Chopper 2. We are following breaking news out of Union City, New Jersey. What is reported to be a gas line break at Summit Avenue and 26th Street. We can see debris being spewed out of the air, completely covering a truck that was parked near that intersection. We're waiting to get reports on what exactly caused this situation. There are construction crews in the area, signs that there was some ongoing work, cones blocking off part of the road, as well as construction equipment nearby, but it's not confirmed yet what exactly may have caused this, again, reported gas line break to happen. We can tell you that there are multiple street closures in the area, Summit Avenue for a few blocks in either direction of 26th Street. Again, this is all in Union City, New Jersey, as well as several side streets for about a block or two in either direction, 26th Street, 25th Street, being affected by some of the emergency response. We can tell you that utility crews are on the scene, as well as police and fire departments at this time. We have not received reports of any injuries. There are reports of evacuations in the area, and there you can see, again, what appears to be debris, dirt being spewed out of the ground. Again, this is all due to a reported gas leak. Typically in these situations, it does take some time for the utility companies to isolate, turn off the gas to that particular area. Again, no injuries have been reported, but we have received reports that evacuations are underway. We'll give you a wide perspective of the area. This is very close to Union City High School. I do not know if anybody was inside school at the time of this incident. While typically school's out of session for the summer, of course there are ongoing programs and other situations. There may have been personnel inside there, as well as some of the neighboring homes and businesses. Again, reports of evacuations in this area, Summit Avenue and 26th Street, Union City, New Jersey. We'll just continue to follow the pictures here for a few moments. Here we can see some of the utility personnel in the orange jumpsuit walking around the area. And that truck, which appears to have already been parked at that corner, coned off, does appear to be a construction vehicle. Again, there are signs that there was construction work ongoing in the area, though it's unclear whether this gas line rupture, reported gas line rupture, occurred as a result of construction work in the area, or if there was possibly another cause. See some of the construction crews, utility crews appearing to access another portion of the gas line a bit further down the street. That is 26th Street in Union City that we're looking at. Again, the break occurring just off the corner of Summit Avenue, and at the top of your picture, that would be JF Kennedy Boulevard. Traffic there for the moment remains open, although we can see some more first responders, emergency vehicles lined up over there. Again, we are seeing ambulances in the area as well as the fire department, but at this time, no reports of injuries, but there are reports of evacuations underway. This is a situation that began, we believe, within about the last half hour or so in Union City, and we're watching as some of those crews prepare to jackhammer a portion of the roadway away. They've marked off what appears to be the gas line, those yellow marks, and try to access the line, probably in an attempt to get the gas turned off to the area of the break. And again, you can see appears to be the gas just throwing debris out of the ground. Any dirt on top of it just being thrown up into the air, landing on the road. There are also some reports possibly water lines being affected. It's difficult to determine if that is the case. And again, there are multiple street closures in the area. Summit Avenue in particular, that is the roadway that goes left to right on your screen. That is shut down for at least 2 blocks, possibly even a 3rd block in either direction with the emergency response. Many of the firefighters have been staging about a block in each direction at the corners of 25th and 27th Streets, as well as utility crews in the area. Multiple utility trucks have responded to the scene as well. And if you're just joining us, we are following breaking news out of Union City, New Jersey. What is reported to have been a gas line rupture near the corner of Summit Avenue and 26th Street. As we can see, debris is getting thrown up out of the ground, dirt covering a truck that was parked nearby. There are signs that there was construction work ongoing. In the area around the break, there seems to be a very square, rectangular area of the street that is missing. Typically, that would be a sign that there may have been some either construction work or utility work to access underneath the road or the road itself, although it's unclear what may have struck this line to make it rupture. Utility crews are on the scene. We have seen signs that they're making those initial attempts to get the gas turned off to the area. This is a process that can take some time, much like water main breaks. It does take time to isolate the lines that feed where the break is, get access to points to get that feed turned off, and I believe that's what we're watching now just up the street. That is 26th Street. Crews started to jackhammer through the roadway, what would appear to be to get access to that line, most likely get access to a shut-off. And again, back to the scene of the break itself. Again, Summit Avenue and 26th Street in Union City. We'll widen out now and just give you a broader perspective of the response to the area. That is 26th Street going up and down on your screen. And we can see first responders for about a block or two in either direction. The fire department, as well as utility crews and police department. A few ambulances have also responded to the scene, but at this time there are no reports of injuries. There appears to be some residents in the area either being asked to evacuate or returning home and being told they can't access their homes. Bring you back now to the scene of the break again. Debris is getting thrown up and out of the ground and covering that truck. That truck does appear to have been parked there at the time of the break. Notice the cones, and it does appear to be a construction-related vehicle, whether it's construction or utility crews. We believe that may have been there at the time of this rupture. And much of the surrounding area being covered by dirt and other debris as that gas line now just spewing into the air. Again, utility crews have responded to the scene. We've seen multiple trucks, multiple personnel. No timeline yet on when they believe they may be able to get this under control, but again, there you can see some of the early stages trying to get access to that line, either via a shut-off that is underground or just possibly a better point to access that gas line and get it turned off to stop that feed that we see it out here at the intersection again of Summit Avenue and 26th Street. And this is a situation that began sometime before 10:30 this morning. watch now for a few moments as utility crews get to work and trying to get the situation under control. If you are just joining us, we're following breaking news out of Union City, New Jersey. This is the intersection of Summit Avenue and 26th Street. What is reported to be a gas line rupture has occurred. And we can see what appears to be gas spewing out of the ground and throwing debris up into the air, covering portions of the street, sidewalk, as well as a truck, which we believe was parked there at the time of this rupture. Fire department on standby. Multiple utility crews have responded to the scene. Right now they're trying to gain access to that line in an effort to get the gas turned off to the area. Quite often this does take some time, much like water main breaks, for crews to isolate the lines that are feeding the break and get it turned off. There we can see a crew working just up the street, jackhammering through the pavement. Trying to get access to either a shut-off or a portion of the pipe where they can control the gas feed to this area. Again, the fire department on standby. We've seen multiple fire trucks in the area, staging about a block away in each direction. Multiple trucks from utility companies have responded to the scene as well. Police and EMS also on standby nearby. We have not received reports of any injuries, although there are reports of evacuations in the area. It's unclear what may have caused this rupture. There are signs of construction vehicles in the area. We don't know if that was traditional construction or if utility crews were already doing work in this area, but the immediate vicinity of that break, it does appear that a square or rectangular portion of the street was already carved out. That's signs that there may have been some ongoing work there, as well as again that truck parked adjacent to the break itself. Again, we've been following the situation as crews attempt to get this gas turned off, as well as the first responders in the area being on standby and coordinate any further evacuations. It's unclear how many homes or people are being told to evacuate. A few minutes ago, we did see some people with what appear to be suitcases on 26th Street, about a half a block away from the scene. It's unclear whether they were leaving their homes or returning and being advised that they could return. It does appear to be some possibly utility crews down the street. The yellow and orange vests get about a half a block away. And for the next few moments, we'll just continue to watch these pictures as the event unfolds. Again, Union City, New Jersey, 26th Street, Summit Avenue. Gas line rupture that occurred sometime before 10:30 this morning. And currently, utility crews on the scene trying to get the situation under control, get the gas turned off, or at the very least turned down to the section of the pipe, and fire department, police on standby if needed. About 20, but we should probably break a little bit sooner to make sure we can get back. Okay. Hey Wanda, if you are still there, we should, just to be on the safe side, we should go in about 7. And again, if you're just joining us on CBSN New York, following breaking news out of Union City, New Jersey. This is Summit Avenue and 26th Street. It's being reported as a gas line rupture, and by all evidence that we can see, it does appear to what has happened. Gas line ruptured, throwing debris up onto the street sidewalk and that truck nearby. It's unclear at this time what exactly caused the rupture, but we have seen signs of construction vehicles in the area. It's unclear whether this was a traditional construction project or if the utility crews were already working in the area. The spot immediately around that break, there is a square or rectangular portion of the asphalt which has been removed already, so that is a sign there was some work ongoing in that area. But again, we have not heard officially what may have caused or what type of work was ongoing. We can tell you that first responders are in the area. The fire department is staging for about a block in each direction along Summit Avenue. There are multiple utility trucks on the scene as well. We've seen utility crews appear to try to get access to that gas line. It's about a half a block away. You can see where they've jackhammered through the street, through the road surface, and it appears they've tried to get access to either a shutoff, which may be underground, or just to access a better portion of that pipe to either turn off or at the very least restrict the gas flow to that area. No injuries have been reported. There are reports of evacuations in the area. We did see some signs of some people walking along the street earlier with suitcases. Multiple streets have been closed in the area. Several of the side streets due to the utility and first responder in the area, staging in the area, as well as Summit Avenue for about a block or two in either direction of this break. We have seen that closed off as well. In particular, the fire department has their trucks parked and hoses stretched in the event that they need to spray anything down. Again, give you a wider perspective of what's happening. Again, 26th Street and Summit Avenue in Union City, New Jersey. Situation that began before 10:30 this morning. And right now we're watching as utility crews try to get this gas turned off and ultimately lead to some repairs in the area. And we're now watching as crews start to dig below the road surface. One attachment on that construction vehicle to jackhammer through the road surface. Now they're starting to dig down towards the gas line. Again, it's not known at this time to us whether there is some kind of shut-off below ground that they're trying to access, or just simply a portion of the pipe where they may be able to perform some work to turn off or restrict the gas flow further down the street. And again, that gas appears to be coming out of the ground at about the same rate that it has been the whole time that we've been here. Possibly less debris getting thrown out of the ground, less dirt getting thrown up into the air, but you can see that area around the break where dirt, possibly some water or other debris thrown up onto the street and the sidewalk, as well as that truck. And again, just to recap what we've been following, breaking news out of Union City, New Jersey, a gas line rupture that occurred sometime before 10:30 this morning. Fire department on standby. Police department has been in the area as well, and utility crews, multiple utility crews on the scene trying to get that gas turned off. This time, no injuries have been reported. We've been told there have been some evacuations in the area. Again, this all happened near the corner of 26th Street and Summit Avenue. We did see earlier as some people were walking up 26th Street with what appeared to be suitcases in hand. Unclear again whether they were evacuating their homes or returning and being told they couldn't return at this time. It's unclear with those evacuations how far out they go in terms of how many blocks from the scene. And again, that is all unfolding at the intersection of Summit Avenue and 26th Street, Union City, New Jersey. A gas line that has been ruptured. Unclear at this time what may have caused that. There are signs that there was some kind of either construction or utility work already ongoing in this area. The spot immediately around the rupture, a square rectangular portion of the street already cut away. So it's unclear if this was more traditional construction or utility work. We will continue to find out more information on this story, and we will have a live update for you on CBS 2 News at noon. For now, this is Jim Smith in Chopper 2, CBS News New York. Thank you for joining us.
This has been breaking news.